Shopping for a Chevy, pick Apple Chevrolet.
Hello, this is Jeff Dignan from Apple Chevrolet in Tinley Park, Illinois. This is the 2012 Sonic LT. Built on style, form, and function. Redesigned from the ground up. Give you an all-new car. Super safe, 5-star crash rating car. It's the little brother to the 2011 and 2012 Cruze, which is the #1 selling car in its class in America. It's also the safest car in its class in America. So there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I know about the cars, and then hopefully we'll get together in the future and learn a little bit more together. So what we've did with the design here is we've used our new Chevy belt line, which is going to be similar to a lot of other cars that you're seeing on the road now that were a top seller again in America. This car is built in the United States of America. We're using the quad reflector headlights, motorcycle inspired, sport, styling, form, function. I almost don't want to step in front of the car because it almost looks like it's moving all the time. So we got this nice raised hood line, followed back to the painted exterior mirrors. We're using 15-inch standard alloy wheels on all models, and you've got a choice of 16-inch and 17-inch wheels available on the LT and the LTZ. I want to show you a couple things because we do make a hatchback and a sedan. Now the hatchback is 14 inches shorter. You can get both powertrains in the hatchback. So come on this way. I'll give you a little shot of the interior. Now this has the 1.8 liter double overhead cam with a 5-speed manual. This is going to give you 138 horsepower with 125 pounds of torque. Now this is our standard engine once again. See the styling with the inside handles almost makes it look like a 2-door. But yeah, you got a nice big door to get inside with the fold-down seats. And then moving to the rear of the vehicle, we put a standard spoiler on our vehicle. Don't have to buy as an accessory. Chrome bow tie. Nice and easy to lift. Plenty of room back here. Once again, really easy to fold down the seats. Make yourself a little bit of room. This is removable. Sit inside here, turn up the music, have a pop, enjoy some fun times with your friends and family. And being 14 inches shorter, excellent vehicle for the city, tight parking spaces, condominium garages. We're also using the chrome LED rear tail light standard in all LT models and up. Once you come on over, we're going to take a look at the sedan, and I'll just start at the back here, because we do have the most cubic foot space in the class, 14 cubic feet space of trunk. And then come on in the front, I want to show you the sizzle on this 1.4 liter turbo. So give me a second here, and I'll open up the hood. Now the turbo has the same horsepower as the 1.8, so it's 138 horsepower, but you're picking up another 25 pounds of torque, and also it has the flattest torque curve in the industry. Another thing to consider is the 1.4 liter turbo. It's the only car in its class that offers an optional engine that's going to give you some performance. The engine gets up to 40 miles per gallon. It is a pre-exhaust gas driven turbocharger, water cooled, timing chain, no timing belt, so no maintenance there. One of the other awesome features of this car is it's an electric steering mounted on the rack, which is there's no belts for your steering, there's no fluids, there's no hydraulics whatsoever, so there's no maintenance whatsoever. Now just to show you the engines, one thing, to drive this car is amazing. And I'm not just telling you that as a salesperson. I mean it. Come on inside. I want to show you some cool features. Okay. Awesome car inside. Now just, we are using triple weather strips on all our doors. What that's going to help is give you a nice quiet ride. And we also use an acoustic headliner. So once again, complementing the quiet ride. There's our key fobs, which is going to be pretty much synonymous with the Camaro, the Equinox, and the Cruze. Cool thing about our keys, they program themselves and they cost about 60 bucks. Go to Audi, go to BMW, It's a $300 key right there. $60 gets you an extra key. So as you can see, we've got one of the most unique analog gauge systems in the industry. Motorcycle inspired, looks just like a sport bike. I used to have a Honda CBR 600, looks just like it. Full driver information center. And this is going to be the same thing as we're using on the Camaro. So it's going to give you your oil life, tire pressures, all your trip meters. Very awesome feature. It's going to save you some time, save you some money. We have tilt and telescopic standard in our vehicle. So you can put that wherever you want. Now that's standard in all Sonics. Now this has a connectivity package, so you get cruise control, steering wheel radio controls, Bluetooth, which is awesome, and then our full AM/FM CD player. Now the designers of the Sonic thought ahead on a lot of things. Storage compartments here, got an open cubby up here, got a nice little spring-loaded spot for a security pass, ID badge, parking badge, anything that you might need to stick in there that you're regularly fumbling for or looking for a place to put it. Spring-loaded, gonna hold it for you all the time. Power locks, real nice, easy to use, understand center stack. Also standard on our radio system, we're gonna have XM Sirius satellite radio. You will have the auxiliary port here, as well as in the glove box that I showed you earlier, plus CD, single disc CD player, and AM/FM, of course, is standard. So really easy to use. Form and function is what this car is all about. Air conditioning controls, rear window defroster. You also get power outside heated mirrors with the LT. Another feature that our designers thought of was electric child security locks. How cool is that? We are the only car in the class that has that. 12-volt outlet. And then just for your performance drivers, we do have a manual mode on our shifter. That is standard on all vehicles, but where it really comes into play is with the turbo. So, and it's going to show you your gear shift right here. So I can start in first, second, third. Gives you an extra 1,000 RPMs of shifting. A little bit more performance. Makes the car a real blast to drive. Talk a little bit more about safety. We've got OnStar, which is an industry exclusive. Just about everybody knows a little bit about OnStar, but you get the safety and security directions and connections package, free for 6 months. I'll be happy to go more into detail with you on that in the future. We also have 2 awesome applications for your smartphone with this vehicle, which is going to be the My Chevrolet app, which is just like your OnStar, but it's from your phone. Gives you a parking lot reminder. It's going to give you your oil life, all 4 tire pressures. You can schedule a service appointment. You can find the nearest dealer. You can call roadside assistance. And then we have the My Remote Link application, which is going to be a free application. Both apps are free, where you can lock your doors, unlock your doors, remote start your car. I'm sure you've seen the commercials. Some of that's a little bit ridiculous, but there is definitely some function when that goes along with that, when you can actually operate your vehicle from your phone. And anybody that's got an iPhone or an Android-based phone, they love that kind of stuff, so I'm sure you will too. Let's go outside and wrap up a little bit. I know I mentioned before, this is the only car in its class built in America. It is built in Michigan. Not only is that obviously putting our American workers back to work, but it's also saving on fuel for transportation. You know, Chevrolet is going above and beyond to try and get you know, the American car company back in business. I mean, we're building some high quality products. I've been with Chevrolet for 15 years. We have got the best lineup I have ever seen. I mean, even with this car replaces the Aveo, which, yeah, it was a quality, reliable car, but basically was a carryover from the Daewoo line that General Motors bought years ago. This vehicle was designed ground up to be the bar setter of its class. Something else that Chevrolet is doing is we're going to be putting this ecologic feature sticker on all our cars. And we are the first automotive manufacturer to do this. And basically what this states is this car at its end of life is 85% recyclable. Our engine and transmission plants are 100% landfill free. And then it makes a few points about the electric rack mounted power steering, where we're not using any hydraulic fluids. Also using a synthetic oil in our cars. Everything 2011 up is synthetic, so it's not just a Camaro and Corvette anymore. Or less dependency on petroleum products, and definitely longer oil life. So instead of changing your oil every 3 months, 3,000, we're doing up to 6 months, 6,000 miles, and that's going to still stay within your 5-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, which is the best in the business. Why is it the best in the business? We give you a courtesy roadside assistance for 5 years, 100,000 miles, and also courtesy transportation for that 5 years, 100,000 miles. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody. So a couple of the other features on this, our assembly plants are basically, they're running all their heating and cooling on landfill gas. And that's just a great thing. We got to protect America for the kids coming up, and it's our job. It's a manufacturer's job. We want to build more stuff in America. This is the smart way to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit of time we had together. Jeff Dignan, Apple Chevrolet, Tinley Park, best dealership in the world. Come see me. Love you.
When you're shopping for a Chevy